Welcome everybody, my name is Michael, and today we have gotten 2 sales. So now we're up to 3 sales in my first 2 days. Woo! So, MediaMarkt is a German brand that we all know in Poland, and it's an electronic retailer, basically like a Best Buy. Now, they've got everything from microwaves to laptops, video games, basically, again, Best Buy. So, think of it like that. The European Best Buy got a Hive ransomware that disabled their electronic credit card processing, and that's a pretty big part for a business, that rotates with millions of customers. So the hackers demanded $240 million to be paid in cryptocurrency. However, they quickly reduced that number, because it is an outrageous number, to $50 million paid in Bitcoin. And so credit card processing, that's a pretty big part of a business where nowadays barely anybody uses cash. And they also affected the return system, which I'm sure there are some pretty unhappy customers that cannot return. However, online sales have been unaffected, so that's still a large part of a business, but we're talking about millions of dollars in damages. So will this get paid or not? I mean, it has to be resolved very quickly, because this is a massive hit for a massive business. And this isn't the only one of its kind. There have been other, of course, ransomwares and hacks and all this in the cryptocurrency world, or even outside, where hackers have demanded crypto, whether it's because they believe they can be fully anonymous, or they know it's easier to launder this money or take it abroad, or whatever they want to do with it. It's most likely easier. However, a lot of people from outside of cryptocurrency will claim, oh no, it's because of cryptocurrency. No, dollars, USD, fiat currency is also being used on a consistently daily basis by criminals all around this world. So our diamonds, so our Rolexes, anything of any value is being used by thieves, by scammers, by hackers. It's just, in this case, since it's all digital, it's a little bit easy to pick out the easiest choice. It's the most logical. However, there are plenty of criminals that think cryptocurrency is completely anonymous, and if these guys were smart, they'd choose Monero. I'm just saying they should go for privacy coins instead of Bitcoin. So obviously these guys are either not afraid of being caught, or they are in a country where they know there's no consequences for this. However, it's just going to be easier for them to move instead of getting wired or whatever, which I don't think you would get wired for a hack. But regardless, let's discuss about the other events that have been happening that are related. So MediaMarkt is currently in negotiations with the attackers. Obviously, they don't want to pay $50 million, but there lies a potential that something could be paid out. Who knows how much this is actually costing them? So, quote unquote, when an entity is faced with a ransomware attack, many important files and documents are essentially blocked. The attackers then demand a sum of money in exchange for a decryptor to release these files. With over 1,000 stores across Europe and reported revenues of nearly $25 billion per year, MediaMarkt is Europe's largest and most profitable electronics retailer. And this is right before Black Friday, which isn't celebrated as much in Europe as in America, but still, the holiday season is coming up. And Christmas shoppers, of course, they want a new phone, iPads, electronics, microwaves, I don't know, but whatever, kitchen electronics. So you're going to get a lot of these really interesting times for hacks to happen, and this is one of them. So besides MediaMarkt, which maybe they pay out, maybe they don't, one from this year that really stands out was targeting the U.S. Colonial Pipeline. And as we remember, that was pretty crazy. The tally of stolen crypto from ransomware attacks had already reached $81 million by May of this year. So we're already in the hundreds of millions of dollars. The U.S. Colonial Pipeline hack was the largest of the bunch, and definitely one that was the most impactful, because the United States was forced to shut down a lot of their oil pipelines in this massive system from a single attack, which might have been from Russia, might have not, but
Who knows? There was huge fuel shortages because of that, and millions of dollars lost. The Department of Justice has elevated ransomware threats to the same level as terrorism. The U.S. government has also established a specific task force to monitor these threats as they appear. Earlier this week, the U.S. Treasury added peer-to-peer crypto exchange ChatX to its sanctions list for facilitating ransomware payments. The groups launching the attacks are myriad, with MediaMarkt's attackers called Hive, representing just one of several hacker groups. Some of these groups come from Russia, some of them come from China, some of them are political, some of them just are in it to make extra money because they see an easy way in. But is it going to be an easy way out? Probably not. Some of these funds never will make it to the hands of the hackers because they need to launder them, but by the time they do, they understand that either they have to leave them there or they face a trial. They face getting busted. So there have been hacks in the past before where money has just been left alone for many years. And maybe it'll get retouched again, but it's always interesting. You have to be really, really knowledgeable about this stuff to be able to get away clean with tens of millions of dollars, especially when the whole world is watching you, because it's not like it's fully anonymous. Again, they could have chosen Monero. It's something that every single person in cryptocurrency, any enthusiast, is able to trace, and as soon as the funds are moved, they better know what they're doing with them, because the police can get them like that, unless they're living in a country where they have full control over the police, which is very rare, but that could also happen. And some of these groups are located in such countries because they understand that the jurisdictions don't really apply to them.
So that's it for today's video. We've also had some massive movements in the markets. Bitcoin is back at 64K. Ethereum has fallen a little bit. Solana has actually fallen from third place down to fifth. So, actually, sorry, I believe it was fourth and down to fifth. Now we have the stable coin that replaced it. Tether is back up at number 4. And that's it. So, thanks so much for watching this video. I've mentioned this in yesterday's video, but pretty soon we're most likely going to be creating a YouTube channel where I do walk-arounds and test drives of popular vehicles and premium luxury vehicles, as long as I don't sell them in time. So I think it'll be an interesting concept. If you like cars, you might want to subscribe on over there, but I still have not made the channel. I've already made an Instagram where I'm taking photos of customers, so it's pretty cool. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.